scratch this completely.
This way?
Gotcha.
It's done. It's scratched. Oh, untangling is not that. It is.
Maybe
It is so irrelevant.
Fuck you. Fucking hate this.
Is anyone missing the control?
And the reason why I say that is that maybe we should kind of reserve a spot for that.
Is it what it is?
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Is someone sitting in there though?
Yeah.
Streaming?
What's happening?
No, the streaming.
Sydney's over there.
Oh, okay.
Sydney's over there. All right, we're gonna have to wing this. All right, so prayers go first, strings. We'll remove those microphones. Cello, yeah. Let's get a program outside.
I'll go.
Cello mic's going on a bigger stand, clip and all. Back there.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Just a reminder, this is going to be a sold-out event today, so if there are any seats available, we need to try to make sure that every single one is filled to try to make sure everyone who's attending has a space to sit. Thank you very much.
Okay, so let's get a game plan. Prayers first. As soon as that's done, swap the microphone on the bigger stand. Cello mic, and flip the double bass mic back up so the singers can do it. The next thing is piano, so we'll get this shit out of the way first. Put it all back here. This will slowly come out. Actually, we can leave those out, now I'm thinking about it. Flip the one, swap it, and it goes right back out. And get it around like, tight, so maybe about like your guys' height. You know what I mean? So that whoever the singers go next, so piano, vocals next, but we got a little bit of a break. Then once they're done, we're setting up the drum set. So we got some time, and we're setting up this, getting ready for the sousaphone and the clarinet. So the clarinet's mic 6 here. Was it that tall? Was it this high? I don't.
No, because I think we were doing something else.
6? No. Yeah, how the fuck? No, she's even shorter than that. Here? You think? Yeah, she's
She's going to be playing around with it though, because she's throwing up and playing. I think that's why they threw it up, because she's throwing up.
she's fine.
Flag? Take it out there.
Sam, so it's one less thing we have to worry about.
I'll just
Okay. Once they're done, microphones, these mics are coming back out as for singers, and piano's coming back out.
So when these guys are coming out, those mics as well are going to scratch.
No.
No, so all the mics.
Everyone focus on what I'm saying one more time. Ready? It's 4 things. Pereira's playing, it's already set up. We'll just position when they get out there. Once they're done, flip the one that's low, back up high, swap the mic, bring it back out. piano then comes out. Once that's done, drum set, clarinet mic, sousaphone mic, and guitar amp. Once that's done, get all that shit the fuck out of the way. These four come back out, piano comes out. I'm gonna be back here. I'm gonna be going back and forth. Grace was getting one. I'll go get one.
Someone's gotta go because
Who's the weakest in this group?
Mazrak will say that
Knowing what the fuck's going on right now. Can you do the stream?
what you need to do is there is a video that comes from there that we were watching it. That level comes from that board. So that fader gotta go up. And our signal coming from here to go into streaming is said 6 L. So I think I just showed you. Yeah, so but I don't know which one is it. No one's gonna be up there.
Wait,
Yeah.
didn't you want to be in this one? What was your, why did you want to be there again? Tell me what. Oh, so you don't give a shit if you're the stream then? Sydney's got to come back.
No, Sydney says she has to.
She's at the door.
She was asked for the RA duty, that kind of guarding the door. So she can't really going back and forth because whenever the video happens, we gotta put the fader up. So we don't even know when the video is happening. So. Yeah, but aren't all three of you guys needed to be here? Let me talk to Michelle. There's more program for you. Leave it up? I know, that's what I think. Why can't I think just in case it might be clipping. I think that's what they're trying to see because they didn't test the video level. Yeah, so if the fader's up and then it's like streaming is gonna be I just don't know how many videos we did. That's the problem.
She's already on the side.
Guys, get ready.
You're over here. Come over here. Okay, be ready.
Members of the Board of Trustees, Mr. President, honored guests, members of the faculty, staff, and class of 2022, I am honored to now declare that the 48th Annual Commencement Celebration of Five-Town College is officially open.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand, remove your caps, and join Sean Lanigan, a 2022 Mass Communication graduate, in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance.
Look how close I am.
Should I bring this here?
No, you got it. Yeah, stop aside. Right here? Yeah.
Should I take the hat off? Or?
Yeah, Jeff first.
Take that off? Okay. Taking the hat off. And please look at that flag over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Sean!
Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem, which will be performed today by the Perea Family Quartet, which include faculty members Dr. Andrew Perea, Professor Rebecca Perea, and sons Kyle and Zach Perea. Zach is a member of today's graduating class, having earned a Bachelor of Music degree. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for invocation to be delivered this year by a member of the class of 2022, Kiana Wilson.
Good morning. Let us all enter into the next moment together, a moment of both reflection and expectation. Let's appreciate where we are right now and acknowledge all the time and hard work it took to get us here.
Amen. Amen. Yes.
Let us rest assured that we absolutely deserve this moment. Let's allow ourselves to fully take in the love and support from those around us and to be sources of love and support ourselves. Let us take this time to hold our heads up high, to rejoice, to breathe, knowing that we have made an impact with our words, deeds, and thought, and that impact warrants recognition. Let us take this time to celebrate.
Amen. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Oh, David, am I reading this here?
Yep. Okay. Hang on. Let everybody get seated. Okay. Go ahead.
At colleges and universities around the world, it is traditionally the role of the salutatorian to deliver the welcoming address, while it is the valedictorian who delivers the farewell address on behalf of the graduating class of students. To deliver the welcoming address, please welcome class of 2022 salutatorian Jay Morrow.
Good morning. Let's give it up for the Five Towns College class of 2022. Thank you to our president, David Cohen, the trustees, the administration, staff, and faculty of Five Towns. Without you, none of this would be possible. My name is Jay Morrow, and yes, I'm a graduating Five Towns student, not a professor. I get that a lot. And I am honored to be standing here as the salutatorian of my class. This moment is beyond my wildest dreams. Five Towns College was founded in 1972 and turns 50 years old this year. So happy birthday, Five Towns. 50 years of creativity. Okay, so it's taken me a little time to get my degree. 30 years to be exact. I graduated from Wantagh High School, class of 91. Wantagh! I started at CW Post, but due to a traumatic experience, I dropped out before the year had ended. I was 18 years old, and I thought I had it all figured out. I didn't need a piece of paper to become an actor. I just needed to be discovered. I was literally waiting for someone to walk up to me in King Cullen one day and say, "How'd you like to be the next Backstreet Boy?" Well, that didn't happen. I auditioned for a while, but quickly realized that passion for performing without training was only going to get me so far. After one off-Broadway show, I quit the business. I floundered and I lost my way. Depression and anxiety crept in and took over. I searched for ways to ease the pain, and I got addicted to drugs. It was a dark, lonely road to hell, and I stayed in that place for years. Since I'm a musical theater major, I'm going to quote my favorite Broadway show, which is Jonathan Larson's masterpiece, Rent. Yeah. Larson, who died the night before Rent opened, wrote something so profound. The opposite of war isn't peace, it's creation. How apropos when we think of everything going on in the world today. As a drug addict, there was a war going on within myself, and there was no room for creating. My dreams had vanished. I was hopeless and homeless on the streets of New York City. As I continued down that dark road, I got involved in criminal activity, which led to incarceration. 7 years ago, I was in a prison cell in downtown Brooklyn, convinced that my life was over. Little did I know that it was about to begin again. I met a fellow inmate in prison who also had a love of Broadway musicals, and we would walk the prison yard singing show tunes at the top of our lungs. And I am sure that the other inmates weren't too happy about that, but it got us through the seemingly endless hours behind the wall. Upon my release, I entered a long-term program called Hope House, which is run by Father Francis Pizzarelli. He assured me that I would figure out what I wanted to do with my life and that we would make that happen. I slowly began to heal, and I rediscovered my passion for music and performing. I decided to go back to school, and I earned my associate's degree from Suffolk Community College. Then I attended an open house here at Five Towns, one of the best decisions I had made in years. I met David Krasner, who let me sit on acting classes, play rehearsals, and I knew that the theater department was where I belonged. I received the Stay on Long Island Initiative full scholarship. I remember my first day in September 2019. I was so excited but nervous as hell, and I think some of the students were like, who is this old man in my ballet class? I literally pirouetted through my fear. I was just so grateful to come to school every day, to sing and dance and act. I felt like every day was an episode of Glee. Then in 2020, we were hit with a global pandemic. The staff came up with brilliant solutions immediately. I took tap dancing online. I had an acting class on Zoom, and my scene partner lived in Russia. We hooked up with the film department, and we recorded our play because we couldn't have a live audience. It was amazing how well we adapted. I love that Five Towns is a small school. We're a community. The professors know us. The administration knows us. Nobody lets us fall through the cracks. Because of the small size, I've had so many chances to get on stage and perform, and everywhere I turn, I see teamwork. It might be a film crew, a band practice, a voice lesson, a play rehearsal, or an interactive media display. It might be a basketball game or a newscast or a recording studio session. It might be future teachers creating a lesson plan or students collaborating in business administration. This school is full of creators. And every one of us had the courage to come here and pursue a career that is full of risks and unpredictability. The opposite of war isn't peace, it's creation. And I see that every day on display here at Five Towns. The bond that I share with my fellow students is indescribable. The theater department, we have built so many memories on stage, off stage, especially backstage, and we encourage and love each other. Your talent astonishes me. Your drive inspires me. You have taught me how cool it is to be a theater kid. Yes. I'm going to miss you guys so much. Because I knew you, I have been changed for good. Almost done. It took an army of people to get me up here today. And I want to thank all my professors. I've learned so much from you. I want to thank the Hope House and recovery community. I would not be here without you guys. I want to thank my family, who I love beyond words, who have never abandoned me and have supported me on this journey. And I want to thank God. I know I tried to get in the way of your plan, but you were not going to let me get away that easily. Three months ago, I applied to teach English to kids in Spain. And I've been waiting every single day to get a response. I check my email every morning. Well, this morning, the email came in. Yeah. So in September, I will be heading off to Madrid. And I get to use my theater skills and my music skills and to teach kids another language. That is unbelievable. I'm so grateful. And it's my birthday, but... I am so grateful that I followed my passion and came to Five Towns. I believe my coming here is a major reason I am still sober today. Yes, I've made mistakes in the past, but they have taught me a valuable lesson. Don't let mistakes define you. Let them remind you, let them refine you, and then let them realign you. I hope that I am an example to all of you that anything is possible. Five Towns College class of 2022, our time has come. I am so proud of each and every one of us. Are we ready to get out there and change the world? As we leave here today, let's remember the opposite of war isn't peace, it's creation. And now we begin. Thank you.
Wow. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Very inspiring. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Five Town College Board of Trustee member, Dr. Joanne Mulqueen.
Yeah. Right from here.
Okay. Thank you. It is a pleasure to be here to celebrate with you. Working behind the scenes to support the college's efforts, the Board of Trustees is the legal governing body of the college, which appoints the president and is ultimately responsible for the success of the institution. And so, it is gratifying to see the work of the board manifested in the graduates who are with us today. This graduation ceremony is particularly significant given the obstacles we have all had to overcome due to the pandemic in order to reach this day. It is my honor to acknowledge my colleagues who serve with me on the Board of Trustees and who are with us today. Dr. Edward Martinez and Mr. Gary Stern. On behalf of the entire Five Towns College Board of Trustees, I extend greetings to the graduates and to their families, and our sincere congratulations and best wishes. Thank you.
It's okay. Thank you. Let's give another round of applause for Dr. Joanne Mulqueen, the Board of Trustees, and I can't believe I have to follow Jay Morrow. It's a tough act to follow. Let's give him another round of applause. I can now confide that the first time I met Jay, I thought he was a member of the faculty too. And we would be honored to have him on the faculty someday. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. My name is David Cohen. I'm the proud president of Five Towns College, particularly at this time when the college is celebrating its semi-centennial, 50 years since its founding in 1972. Let's give it up for Five Towns. What a journey it's been. I extend a hearty congratulations to all the graduates and their families. Give yourselves a round of applause. And I also extend congratulations to the faculty and staff for helping the graduates to meet this important milestone. The last few years have been exceedingly challenging for everyone, and your work and your contributions are all appreciated. Thank you. I would also like to acknowledge the Chief Academic Leader of Five Towns College, our Chief Academic Officer and Provost, Carol Ann Miller. And I also extend an acknowledgement to members of my cabinet who are here today, and our special appreciation to Professor Donna Latore, who is serving as this year's Marshal. There she is on the side. It is a true honor in any academic community to serve as the Marshal. Thank you. Planning for each graduation ceremony literally takes months and lots of work, and it begins with a theme. For these exercises, the theme is tenacity and grit, the tools we need to recover and the tools we need to move ahead. Today's graduates, you know this theme well. Like the last two classes that preceded you, today's graduates have sacrificed and endured much to get through the pandemic. They have overcome tremendous challenges and have demonstrated the tenacity and grit necessary to reach this milestone in their lives. Today's honorees, who you will meet today, reflect this theme. Soon, you will hear from our Provost Emeritus. You'll also hear from an active music promoter and 2 amazing musicians who also have displayed tenacity and grit to achieve their lives' goals. You will also hear from award recipients and members of this graduating class, as you just have. And I hope you will listen and learn from them on this very last day of college. Back in January, I received a very special request from a close and dear friend, and I'd like to share it with you today. My friend wrote, "Hi, if you are receiving this letter, then it is a specific request that comes from my son, Seamus. For Christmas, he gave the family a leather-bound journal that he said was really a gift to himself. He asked that we each write advice to him, something like a life lesson or a bit of knowledge to impart." She continued, "I'm enclosing a piece of notepaper. Feel free to write as much or as little as you wish." His dad's advice was, keep it to a mere 2 words. I looked at this letter, and I read it a few more times, and I thought, what? This is no easy assignment. What can I possibly say to a young person in just a few words that will help them find meaning at the same time? Who am I to think that I had anything really significant to say that rose to the level of a life's lesson or knowledge? And so I put the letter down, and I decided that I would have to think about this long and hard, like you folks do with your final papers. And I said that in January, and here we are in May. I've returned to that letter many times, and I have had many thoughts, and the simple life lesson I wanted to share never came to me. But as I was preparing to speak to you all today, I was struck by how many of you reminded me of Seamus. After all, you're about the same age, you have struggled through the same pandemic, and you've had to make the same tough choices about how you want to live and how you want to pursue your lives. And then the words came to me, and so I want to share with you what I wrote back to Seamus. Dear Seamus and dear graduates, it is truly an honor to know you. It is truly an honor and a privilege to watch you grow into adults over the years. I am just a person like you, mere flesh and blood, and so I'm not instilled with any great virtue that would provide me with any particular insights to share about life. Sometimes I wonder how I manage myself, but I do know that you will learn about life firsthand, just as I have, and just as your family has. Life will teach you whether you want it to or not. While your parents and I would love to spare you the difficulties life has in store for you, in the end, you will have to experience it for yourself. And as we have done, you will find your own unique path forward. Life has already dealt you a few hands. I know you and many in this class have had to struggle to overcome some truly difficult obstacles. Some are health-related, others are financial. For some of you, both. For some of you, more than that. You already know that life is not always fair. Indeed, sometimes life is unfair. But you have developed and demonstrated the tenacity and grit to overcome these challenges. And so, after observing you, I have every confidence that you will continue to meet each new and unique challenge as they arise. I do think that with age comes wisdom. I think that everyone acquires wisdom as they age. It is part of the inevitable process of observing life and people over a long period of time. And so while I cannot offer you a life lesson, I do want to share with you what I observed about you and about these graduates, and I hope you will reflect upon it. You and your peers have displayed tremendous capacity to love and to care about each other, more so than I've ever seen in the generations that have come before you. You have the ability and the intellect to look past superficial traits and have developed the empathy and desire to value each other and to love each other, solely on the basis of the content of each person's character. And I think this bodes well for our world. Do not stop loving and caring about humanity, whether it is in an individual relationship or for the broader community or for our nation or for the world. If we do not learn to love each other fully and unconditionally, to treat each other with care, compassion, and respect, we will never find the true peace and true happiness that we all need to thrive. I've also observed that life seeks to find its own center. Be wary of the great times and the unbridled successes, it is usually followed by more challenging episodes. The definition of arrogance is thinking that just because you haven't failed, you can't. You will. And when you do, you will need to use that tenacity and grit you have developed to pick yourselves up and to start again. And the corollary, do not be consumed by difficulties and seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Do not dwell on the negative. Remember that the pendulum always seems to swing in life. No one has repealed the economic cycle, and with all things, life always seems to find a center. Remember, things are never as incredible or as depressing as they may seem at first. Be prepared for the swings in your life's journey, and it will certainly throw them at you. And if you do that, I believe that you have an incredible life, because life is truly amazing if you stay centered. Finally, I believe that you and today's graduates are uniquely prepared for the challenges ahead and are truly ready to assume your place in the world. I extend my warmest wishes for your success, and you are all awesome, and you have all earned it. Very truly yours, your friend, David. This is my letter to Seamus, and this is my letter to all of you. Congratulations again to the graduates. Please give them another round of applause. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, over the course of the academic year as college president, I have the privilege of traveling to the capital of New York State in Albany, and to Washington, D.C., and to Philadelphia. These are the three places where important decisions are made about how colleges and universities should educate young people. On my journeys, I often get to meet with state and national leaders who, regardless of party affiliation, are in a position to help students. And so I value every meeting that I get. On my last trip, I had the pleasure of meeting with New York State Senator Chuck Schumer's staff. Most of you know that Senator Schumer currently serves in the very important role of U.S. Senate Majority Leader. The senator is very familiar with Five Towns College because his nephew Ryan Schumer is a distinguished Five Towns College alumnus and audio engineer. And although the senator could not be here today, he did ask if he could share his greetings with the graduates today. So here now on your monitors is a message from New York State Senator Chuck Schumer that he prepared for you.
Hello, Five Towns College. This is Senator Chuck Schumer, and it's my honor to address the faculty and staff, the families and friends of the graduates, but most of all, you, the class of 2022. Congratulations. Now, I'm really sorry I can't join you in person, as I do almost every year, but I'm sure with you in spirit. First, I'd like to say a quick word to the parents. As a parent, I know how hard it is to raise kids these days and how much you've invested in them. But it all pays off as you watch your son or your daughter receive their diploma and become an adult before your very eyes. Congratulations to the moms and dads. And now to the class of 2022. Congratulations on this terrific accomplishment. The challenges of the last few years have been truly unique, but so has been our collective response. The fact that we're still celebrating this graduation and not letting COVID stand in the way just goes to show you that New Yorkers won't let anything stop us from honoring what's so important in life. Today, you have earned a degree from a truly fine institution of higher learning, and nothing can take that away from you. Now, we still have a lot more work to do, but little by little, we're seeing signs that life is returning to normal. And it took a lot of working together to reach this point. As Senate Majority Leader, I worked hard to pass the American Rescue Plan last year, which put money in the pockets of families and small businesses who have been hurt by this crisis. And thanks to the safe and highly effective vaccines that we were proud to champion in the Senate, we're getting ready to embark on the next chapter of American history, which you will help us write. Right now, I'm pushing President Biden to forgive $50,000 in student loans, a crushing burden for millions of college graduates and graduate students around the nation. With a flick of a pen, he could wipe this debt clean and create a brighter future for so many people, including many of you. Now, graduates, my concluding message to you is simple. Right now, it may feel like the future's uncertain. Many of you may not be sure of what you're going to do next, But what has been true throughout history is just as true today. That even in times of difficulty, there are always new opportunities, new ways of thinking, of doing things a better way. Our nation is overcoming this pandemic and working to return back to normal, and we will need your help and your courage to rebuild our country even stronger than it was before. We must make our society better, and we know we will, because you are our future leaders, and we have faith in you. So to the graduates, I say once again, congratulations, good luck, and Godspeed. Hello, Five Towns College. This is Senator Chuck Schumer.
The graduates of the Theater Division will perform Being Alive under the directorship of Professor Mitchell Walker, accompanied by Anthony Viteri.
Someone to pull you up short, to put you through hell and give you support is being alive, being alive, being alive.
Someone you have to let in, someone whose feelings you spare. Someone who, like it or not, will want you to share a little
Wow. Hello? Hello? Little Mike, thank you. Boy, I feel alive. You? Give them a round of applause. If you don't feel alive now, boy. All right. Service to an academic community as a member of the faculty or staff is a noble calling. There are many things a person can do with their life's work, and so to dedicate their time, or dedicate your time to help the next generation succeed is quite a commitment. When these folks reach that time of their life when retirement beckons, it is completely appropriate that we acknowledge their service. This is the basis of the Five Towns College Chair and Lamp Ceremony. Those who reach retirement are offered a piece of unique Five Towns College memorabilia to commemorate their service. It is our hope that they will use it during their golden years, that it will remind them of their days in these hallowed halls, and it will cause them to reflect upon the wonderful contributions they have made in service to future generations. After being delayed due to the pandemic, it is my honor to call Dr. Roger Sherman to the podium. Dr. Sherman, you have served Five Towns College and our community as a distinguished professor of sociology. During my time as provost, you served as my associate provost, and when I departed the institution, you rose to the challenge of chief academic officer and provost in your own right. When it came time for your retirement, you returned to the college, volunteering to serve as Board of Trustees vice chair, and there you continued to serve with distinction. For your service to this alma mater and to commemorate your well-earned retirement, Five Towns College is pleased to present you with this official, beautiful academic lamp embossed with the official seal of Five Towns College. May it remind you that you have been and continue to be a light unto this world. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You don't have to speak. I will speak in the back.
Okay, thank you.
It is now my honor and privilege to call Dr. Jill Miller-Thorne to the podium. Dr. Miller-Thorne, you have served the Five Towns College community in a number of capacities, including as a distinguished professor of music. Later, you served as the Graduate Music Division Chair, as the Undergraduate Music Division Chair, and most recently as Coordinator of Graduate Music Studies. Most notably, you served as chair of the National Association of Schools of Music Accreditation Steering Committee at Five Towns College, which led to the college becoming nationally accredited in music without condition by NASM. And so we are all better for your service. For what you have done, to advance Five Towns College and to commemorate your well-earned retirement, we are pleased to present you with this official rocking chair of Five Towns College. May it gently guide you in your retirement, and may it remind you that you have been and continue to be an educator of distinction. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, to introduce our Distinguished Alumnus Award, the Director of Career Services, Professor Christy O'Rourke.
The Distinguished Alumnus Award is bestowed upon a graduate of the college who has represented this alma mater with honor and distinction, thereby advancing the mission and goals of the institution and paving the way forward for students who follow. Martha Velasquez, class of 2003, has done just that. Martha Velasquez is a native New Yorker from Brooklyn. She grew up in Fort Greene and now resides in New Jersey. She is a first-generation Nicaraguan American and has a 21-year-old daughter. Martha has worked as a legal professional in the entertainment industry for 18 years. For the past 10 years, she has worked for the distribution business and legal affairs team at HBO Warner Media. As a senior contract administrator, Ms. Velasquez manages, reviews, and negotiates distribution deals for linear, on-demand, and over-the-top platforms for 800-plus independent affiliate accounts for HBO, Cinemax, and HBO Max programming. Prior to Warner Media, she worked at Broadcast Music, BMI, as a legal executive assistant, and then New Line Cinema as an accounting clerk. Martha is on the advisory board of VAMOS, Warner Media's Latinx Business Resource Group. In this role, she advocates for and strives to cultivate leaders who celebrate diverse cultures and backgrounds and who display positive role models. She also works to commemorate a Latin heritage via round-year events and makes a real difference in the Latinx community, both at Warner Media and with the external community it serves. Ms. Velasquez is one of the founding members of Vecinos Collective, which is made up of vibrant and diverse community of Latinx businesses and employee business resource groups across various industries. Vecinos' goal is to foster an environment of inclusion, visibility, and professional development through collaboration, networking, and mentoring for its members and the Latinx community at large. Martha's strong commitment to serving her community is exhibited by her passion for working with children, especially children from underserved communities. She is an advocate for youth, educating them for opportunities for success. Her purpose is to be a role model for young people that come from similar backgrounds and communities, while encouraging and advising them on how to navigate their college years and career goals. Martha actively volunteers at organizations such as Harlem Education Activities Fund, Evergreen Valley College, LPZ Cinetech, Room to Grow. In more recent years, Martha also reconnected with her alma mater to speak to students about the benefits of obtaining a degree from Five Towns College. The opportunities of careers in the arts and entertainment industry go well beyond a studio and a stage. Her goal is to be a resource to FTC students and alumni by building a strong network which will assist in finding jobs within the industry of their choice. For all these reasons, the Five Towns College faculty nominates Martha Velasquez, Five Towns College Class of 2003, for the 2022 Distinguished Alumnus Award. We're so proud of you.
Upon the nomination of the faculty for representing this alma mater with honor and distinction, for demonstrating excellence in the music and entertainment industry, and for serving as a role model for business students, Five Towns College is proud to present the 2022 Distinguished Alumnus Award to our alumnus, Martha Velasquez. Congratulations.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Dr. Cohen, the members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, graduates, friends, and family of Five Towns College. I am extremely delighted to be here with you this morning to celebrate and what's going to be the beginning of a staple moment in your life. Today, you all graduate.
Yeah.
I sat in these same very seats in this theater 19 years ago, thinking, did I make the right choice by coming to Five Towns? How will this degree serve me? My parents were not thrilled that I was seeking a degree in music. They, I'm sure like many of your parents, wanted me to be a lawyer, a doctor, or an accountant. So coming to Five Towns to study music was not in the works. But in my first defined moment as a growing adult, I said, no, I want to pursue a degree in music, and so I did. I will say one of the great values that Five Towns taught me was that I came here really to learn and to involve myself, to immerse myself in audio recording technology. My dream was to be the director of sound and music at the Grammys. I wanted to be calling the shots, like mic one, pan the camera here. That's what I wanted to do. I love the behind the scenes work. I love the technical aspect of it. And I also love that there weren't many women in this field, and so that encouraged me to want to pursue a career in that way. As Jay mentioned in his speech, what happens often though in life, as you guys probably already know and will continue to happen as you grow, is that life happens. Sometimes you get challenges, curveballs, things that happen that have to cause you to pivot. And this happened to me as well. So Christy mentioned I have a 21-year-old daughter who is sitting here in the crowd. She was here for my graduation in 2003. And I had her here my sophomore year at 5 Towns. I took 1 semester off to get all that settled, returned the spring semester, and my goal was to graduate with my class, which I did. So in that pivoting time, I realized that I had to put my personal aspirations aside of working in the field, in the studios, on camera, touring, all of that stuff. And I said, well, I think the best decision now is to pivot, and so I decided to shift from audio and video to music business. I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do there, but I knew that at the end of the day, the goal was to get a job in corporate, to get a good salary, and to receive benefits, because that's what would serve me and my family. So in taking classes, I know some of the professors are still here. Bruce Colfin is here, who was one of my professors. I saw John Blen when I walked in. I didn't get to say hi. But these teachers kind of opened up my world to say, hey, the music industry is not just performing. It's not just being on stage. It's not just being behind the camera. There is a whole business unit that comes in along with the music industry. So for some of you, that may be the choice you want to do, but the benefit that 5 Towns gave me and has given you is that you learn the business side of that industry. So you're not going into that business blindly, as I did, as I did into, I should say. So I came in with those credentials, with that information, with the classes that you took. What I will say about 5 Towns that I think sets them apart from other institutions is that we learn advertising, we learn about promotions, we learn about finance, we learn about law, but it is tailored to the entertainment industry. So when you go out and you apply for a job, you know the entertainment lingo. You know how to talk about copyright laws. You know how to talk about what serves you in your contracts. You know about all of these things because they were taught in your textbook. Graduating, I remember my dream company was to go work at BMI. And I was able to achieve that 1 year after I graduated. That to me was the place where I wanted to be. And I was there for 7 wonderful years. And then I went on to HBO. So my degree from 5 Towns College, most people will say, what is 5 Towns? Where is 5 Towns? Most people don't know what that is. But little by little and year by year, we get more excellent graduates coming out of this school that represent what 5 Towns education does for all of us. So with a 5 Towns degree, 3 major entertainment companies: New Line Cinema, film, BMI, music, and now HBO, Warner Brothers Discovery, another big mega entertainment company in the music and television industry. And that's the kind of careers that all of you can have from walking away today with a degree on this table today. So congratulations to you all. And thank you so much to Christy for thinking of me. I am extremely honored to accept this award. The power of networking is real. If you do not have not one networking person in the entertainment industry, today you walk away with that too. So you have me, look me up on LinkedIn, connect with me, and let's make sure that together we continue to build the biggest network from this college to help students move forward when they graduate. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present the first recipient of an honorary degree, Provost Carol Ann Miller.
I'm a little short, so I thank the president. All right, good morning. So I'm going to invite Dr. Roger H. Sherman to join me at the podium. Okay, on behalf of the faculty, it is my distinct honor and privilege to nominate Provost Emeritus Dr. Roger Sherman for the Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree. Dr. Sherman has spent more than 35 years in higher education as an administrator, professor, and research investigator. Approximately 1/3 of those years were devoted to Five Towns College. Awarded his PhD in Sociology and Education from Columbia University in 1980, he began his career as a researcher at the Brookdale Center on Aging at Hunter College before moving to the Bureau of Research and Planning at the New York City Department for the Aging in 1981. In 1987, he became the director of the Long Island University Center on Aging and an assistant professor of Public and Healthcare Administration, followed by director of the Online Master of Healthcare Administration program and an assistant professor in the Graduate Department of Healthcare and Public Administration at Seton Hall University. He has served as the president of the Long Island Alzheimer's Foundation, a data analyst for the New York City Board of Education, and the director of External Affairs for the Jamaica Service Program for Older Adults. Dr. Sherman has authored or co-authored more than 20 grant proposals, raised more than $1,250,000 in grant funding, authored or co-authored articles in peer-reviewed journals, and presented numerous papers at professional conferences. He began his affiliation with Five Towns College in 2004 by teaching sociology courses and went on to become the chief academic officer and provost until his retirement in 2014. He then served as vice chair of the Five Towns College Board of Trustees from 2015 to 2020. Dr. Sherman continues his involvement with higher education by taking courses, joining alumni clubs, and advocating for student athletes. For his commitment to excellence in education and scholarship, and for his dedication to Five Towns College, the college proudly bestows upon Dr. Roger H. Sherman the Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters.
Thank you. Dr. Roger Sherman, by the power vested in me by the Five Towns College Board of Trustees and the New York State Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you the Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree with all the rights and privileges therein contained. Congratulations.
Hey, good morning. I'm 6'5", so please. Thank you, President Cohen, and thank you, members of the Board of Trustees. I'm so honored to be so honored. Teaching at Five Towns College and serving here as provost and on the Board of Trustees were great learning opportunities for me, and I thank you so much, President Cohen, for hiring me in 2004. To the class of 2022, congratulations. The U.S. Department of Labor reported this month 1.4 million job openings. The doors of opportunity are open to you. Pick the right one, grab your degree, and remember 4 keys to opening those doors: a great work ethic, great communication skills, great ideas, and great luck. Finally, I want to open some doors of inspiration to those at Five Towns College. Today I'm donating my autographed record collection with albums signed by such great entertainers as Aretha Franklin, and I don't want you to see these on the screen. Aretha Franklin, Lionel Richie, Carlos Santana, Roy Orbison, Paul McCartney, the Bee Gees, Diana Ross, Elton John, Tony Orlando, Billy Joel, Angela Lansbury, Joel Gray, Steve Miller, John Cougar Mellencamp, Richie Havens, and there are some others. These albums will join the ones already signed by Wycliffe John to make a unique, inspirational collection. Any collection like this one deserves a worthy title. A former Five Towns musical theater professor epitomized for me the best in teaching and launched the careers of numerous theater students. She captivated her students in the classroom as she did audiences performing as Christine in Phantom of the Opera. So Marie Danvers, please join me. This new record collection, with the board's approval, will be known as the Marie Danvers Autographed Album Collection.
No. Thank you.
So this morning, I also have the privilege of recognizing the graduating students with the highest cumulative grade point averages. So each student has received a maroon and white honor cord to symbolize their exceptional behavior, the exceptional academic record. Behavior too. Why, you think I'm stretching? Thanks. All right, I'm back. So as I call your name, they're going to come forward and to receive the Provost Award. And I ask that they remain on stage as a group so that we can take their picture. And I ask the audience to hold your applause until we get everybody on up here and their name has been called. So we're going to start with the Provost Awards. Jessica Azemi, Brianna Kosia, Gavin Cruz. They're all, I thought they were behind me. Are they not? Yeah, okay. There we go. Peyton Brown, Lauren Jacobson, Crystal Laness Pixton, Sean Lanigan, Nolan Maggio, Pablo Marini, Jay Morrow, William Nannery, Sean O'Halloran, Michelle Savori, Angeli Vasquez, and Kiana Wilson. They're just going to have their picture taken. So I wish them congratulations. They're going to have their picture taken, and you, of course, now can give them all your applause. I got up and down? No, I'm staying here. I am in the picture. Here we go. Go for it. Okay. Okay. I'm waiting for them to finish. Okay, we're good, right? Let's go. Thank you. Okay, we're done.
Congratulations.
Somebody will be back in a minute. Great job. Okay, we're done. Okay, we're going to move on to the program awards. So the academic program awards, the faculty have recommended those students who have demonstrated outstanding accomplishments in each program of study. Each of these graduates has received a set of maroon and teal cords to signify this academic honor. So we start off with our graduate student. The first award goes for outstanding performance in graduate music studies, and that's Jason Chiacchetti. Yeah. Congratulations. So we're just going to take Jason's picture because he's the only graduate award. Go for it. And we're going to move on to the undergrads. So for the undergraduate program awards, again, as I call your name, please come forward, receive your award from our registrar, and then remain on stage for the group picture. So the first one is for achievement in audio recording technology, Jessica Azemi. For management in the business management program, Ansley Vasquez. For marketing in the business management program, Matthew Martino. For music entertainment studies in the business management program, Jordan Kugler. For film video, Gavin Cruz. For interactive computer graphics, Janelle George. For broadcasting in the mass communication program, Sean Lanigan. For music education, William Nannery. For acting in the theater arts program, Peyton Brown. For design tech in the theater arts program, Matthew Walsh. And for musical theater and theater arts, Shannon Tarkington. All right, group together so we can have your picture taken. A little tight, I know. Okay, go for the pictures. I don't know, over here some. Take it easy, Shannon. Okay, thank you all, congratulations. I just have one more thing to do. As they're departing, I'm just going to go on. The college wishes to acknowledge the two graduates who are veterans. These individuals have been given a set of red, white, and blue cords to signify their service to our country. Please stand when I call your name. So that's Jessica Azemi. Okay. Yeah. No, okay. And Ronnie Lambury. And I think Ronnie's probably out, there he is. Great. We thank them for their service, and we are very proud of your accomplishments. Congratulations and well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, the chair of the Five Towns College Music Division, Dr. Steve Brighty.
Thanks for that. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate that. At this time, I invite James Faith to join me at the podium. Great seeing you again. On behalf of the faculty, it is my distinct honor and privilege to nominate Mr. James Faith for the Honorary Doctor of Music degree. As founding member of the Long Island Music Hall of Fame, James Faith has served as producer for each of their biannual induction award ceremonies and as the producer of their concerts for many summers at the Brookhaven Amphitheater. He was instrumental in raising the organization's profile in its early years. Currently, he is the owner of J. Faith Presents, a concert and events production company and performing artist booking agency located in Port Jefferson Village, New York. Faith has been booking entertainment and producing shows large and small for over 30 years. He has promoted or produced such notable artists as Tony Bennett, Alice Cooper, the Beach Boys, Bella Fleck and the Flecktones, Dave Brubeck, Cheap Trick, B.B. King, Pat Benatar, Michael Feinstein, George Benson, Squeeze, Smokey Robinson, there's more, James Brown, Ashanti, Graham Nash, the Doobie Brothers, Richie Havens, and many, many more. Jim Faith is also the producer of several successful festivals, including the Long Island's largest music festival, the Great South Bay Music Festival in Patchogue, as well as the American Music Festival in Port Jefferson. Faith has produced events at major venues such as the Tillis Center, Waldorf Astoria, Staller Center, and Lincoln Center. Additionally, James is co-founder of the Count Basie Orchestra Invitational High School Scholarship Festival and currently sits on the entertainment committee of LI Cares and the Harry Chapin Food Bank. Jim Faith lives with his wife in Miller Place, Long Island, and has 2 daughters, Jamie, his partner at J Faith Presents, and Jacqueline. For his entrepreneurial skills, production acumen, promotion, and support of the entertainment industry, and for honoring music artists and advancing musical culture, Five Towns College will bestow upon James Faith the honorary Doctor of Music degree. I knew that. Excuse me.
Mr. James Faith, longtime friend of the college. By the power vested in me by the Five Towns College Board of Trustees and the New York State Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you the honorary Doctorate of Music degree with all the rights and privileges therein contained. It is my privilege to be the first to address you as Dr. Faith.
Wow, I'm not worthy. Thank you, President Cohen, Provost Miller, distinguished members of the Five Towns College Board, trustees, administration, faculty, and my fellow honorees. Before I begin, I applaud all of the graduates. You should be proud of what you've accomplished. Your family and loved ones are proud of you. I'm proud of you, and I don't even know you. You took the intelligent first step. You took the intelligent first step. I know just how important that is because I didn't. I dedicate this honor to my mom and my dad, my singing musical mom who gave me my music, and my dad who drove me to every rehearsal and gig in his smelly truck. As it happens with many of us who find ourselves in the creative arts, and you're, as Jay said, we're all creatives. That's why you're here, you found this community. Music chose me and found me at a very early age. As a small child, it was all I could think about. Hundreds of albums in the house. My dad bought me my first guitar in lessons at 6 years old. It became my best friend. I practiced for hours on it and eventually found like-minded souls and joined a band, and I was home. And I'm happy to say that even after 50 years, it still owns me. I love going to work each and every day to a job that's not repetitious, it's exciting, it's scary, creative, and in the end, almost always satisfying. Plus, I don't have to wear a tie or get up early. It's important. And of course, it's never work if you love it. Even though I knew from an early age that music could be my life, I turned down the opportunity to go to a music college. At 17, I was working with a pretty successful artist. We would be recording the album and then touring Europe. It's pretty heavy stuff for a 17-year-old Brooklyn kid. I thought I was on the road to success, but right before the album and tour, she fired the whole band and hired session players. My first screwing, my first paying my dues, and my first lesson. I started auditioning and found that all the musicians getting the gigs were schooled great readers like that damn Steve Briotti. Is he here? The curation of the artists, the bands, and stage, and types of music, experiences, and vibe are all part of one big synchronated composition. It's what I do. I create events. And I guess it's where I now write music. Again, we're creatives, we're builders. And just like a performer, when that moment comes and everything at my festival is right, and everything aligns, and everything is in tune, and we look out into the audience and see all the smiles, and everyone is mentally in the same place, that's the moment. Those are the reasons we do what we do. We're creatives. So creators, we build things. All the more important because where I'm going to go now, because we exist in such a unique place and time, it'd be dishonest of me to speak about the future without mentioning our recent past. A sledgehammer has just smashed to bits whatever there was of the music industry. Just 2 years ago, the world stopped, like a Twilight Zone episode. You guys are too young to remember Twilight Zone, right? And like every other industry, Oz was devastated as well. And my hands are shaking. Oz was devastated as well, just like every other industry, and it's still trying to return. But the old structure has been compromised. The old tried and true paths to success, the formulas for making it, performing live, record companies, recording, touring, how you get your music, how you share your music, create your music, have all changed and disappeared. After it all shakes out, it's going to look much differently. So as dark as that sounds, for you entering this new world, it may be the most advantageous time in decades to be you. It's now a world of opportunity, a time to rebuild, seeing things through a younger lens, a world where the old guard like me will be stepping aside to allow for you. It's already happening, many a jumping ship. The old lines have been erased. The creative, the brave, and the bold, with their fingers on the pulse, will thrive. I'm excited for you and excited to see where it goes. So in closing, I offer you these words that address the other 50% besides talent that you're going to need. The most important 4 things: do the work, be prepared, be on time, act professionally. More. Work harder than everyone else. Learn from the right, honorable people. Have pride in your work. Make sure that your word is good. Relationships are key. Never stop giving back. And finally, the only shortcut is the long way. Jaco Pastorius. Thank you for this huge honor. You have no idea what it means to me.
Wow. Congratulations. That was amazing. Thank you so much. Don't forget your doctorate.
Annually, the college presents a series of awards to the faculty and staff who have served with distinction. The first honor to be presented is the Lorraine Kleiman Memorial Award for Excellence in Teaching. This honor is named for one of the founders of Fivetown College. Presenting the award is the daughter of Lorraine Kleiman, Dr. Janet Kaplan. Sorry about that.
Thank you so much. Whatever my name is, I'll take it, and I'm happy to be here today. First, I sincerely offer congratulations to the class of 2022 and their families. These past 4 years, as we all know, have been quite unusual, but your persistence, determination to achieve has brought us all to this day. So best wishes and good luck to all of you. Next, I'd like to share that the last time I recall having commencement on campus was about 18 years ago in 2004. At that time, I sat in the back row on the right, up there next to my mom. I can only try to express the sheer joy and sense of pride she had, for I believe she felt that in some small way she contributed to the success of those new graduates. That was the last commencement she attended. And so, it is my absolute pleasure to continue her legacy by presenting this award in her name. This is an opportunity to truly recognize deserving professionals who not only serve the institution proudly, but who contribute their expertise, competencies, and genuine concern for the holistic development of our students. This year's recipient, Professor Jae Yun Lee, also known as Professor Grace Lee, does just that. As an assistant professor of audio recording technology, she has taught literally hundreds of students here over the past 12 years. She started here as a graduate student in 2008 and earned her Master of Music degree in Jazz Commercial Music with a concentration in technology, after completing her Bachelor of Science in Information Electronics Engineering at Ewha Women's University in South Korea. She is now pursuing her doctorate. This is in furtherance of her love of music, which she had at a young age, having been trained on the piano and violin. It was natural for her then to be interested in recording and editing music. At Five Towns College, she became a certified Pro Tools operator instructor for music and post-production. Doing what she loves, she has worked with many artists to produce independent recordings. She has designed live sound playback systems, recorded and edited audiobooks, designed and created movie soundtracks, and continues to play in local orchestras and ensembles. Professor Lee is dedicated to ensuring that Five Towns College students are successful. This is something she takes very seriously, and that means so much to her, for demonstrating a commitment to excellence in teaching and mentorship, and for her dedication to her students. Five Towns College presents the 2022 Lorraine Kleiman Memorial Award for Excellence in Teaching to Professor Jae-Yun Lee.
Thank you. I just want to say today is one of those happy days as a professor because I get to see you guys graduate. Congratulations, guys. Thank you.
The Presidential Award for Distinguished Service recognizes a staff member who has served Five Towns College with exceptional skill and dedication. This year is no different. The individual being honored this morning has been a valued member of our staff since 2010. Ms. Karen Friedrich started her journey at Five Towns College as an accounts payable representative working under the late accounts payable manager, Georgia Salamina, who's looking down today. Eager to learn and grow, Karen often assisted other managers in the business office, including the staff accountants, business officers, and bursars. A lifelong New Yorker, single parent, and weekend writer, Karen Friedrich has never backed down from a challenge, whether it be juggling work and home or completing her next novel. So in 2015, when she was offered the position of bursar, she accepted, excited to rise up to this new opportunity in service to students. Not afraid of hard work and evolving her skills, Karen continues today as the bursar, offering excellent customer service and support to students and parents and the entire Five Towns College community in what is inevitably a very difficult job. Karen Friedrich holds a BA degree in interdisciplinary studies from the New York Institute of Technology. For her dedication to the students of Five Towns College and her loyalty to the college and its students, the college presents Ms. Karen Friedrich with the 2022 Presidential Award for Distinguished Service. Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay. I now invite Doreen and Lawrence Ketchums to join me at the podium. On behalf of the faculty, it is my distinct honor and privilege to nominate Doreen and Lawrence Ketchums for the Honorary Doctorate of Music degrees. Sure. Doreen and Lawrence Ketchums are American jazz icons. Hailing from New Orleans, they are regular performers on the streets of New Orleans, where they advance the cause of jazz by bringing outstanding musicianship directly to the people through their regular performances. Doreen Ketchums is an American jazz clarinetist. Like many of New Orleans musicians, she grew up in Treem. She picked up the clarinet when she was in 5th grade and continued with it through high school. During her high school years, she auditioned for Louisiana's Conservatory, the New Orleans Center for Creative Arts, and was accepted. There, she studied with clarinetist Stanley Weinstein. Because of her ability to hit and hold powerful high notes and her love of Louis Armstrong's performance style, she has been nicknamed Lady Louis. Doreen has performed with Ellis Marsalis, John Faddis, Trombone Shorty, Al Hurt, Doreen Dunnigan, the Black Crowes, Jennifer Warnes, and many more. She has also been featured in numerous documentaries about New Orleans and its music and its heritage. Behind every lead singer, and every lead guitarist will tell you that without a strong musician laying the foundation, there is no band. And that is the same for Doreen's Jazz New Orleans Band. Fortunately for Doreen, she has Lawrence. Lawrence Ketchum plays the tuba, the valve trombone, drums, and piano with their band. He is an innovative sousaphonist who taught himself to play jazz by using his classical versatility to develop an original style of tuba playing. Lawrence lays the great foundation that drives the band in a positive way, and he can burst into virtuosic improvisation that puts many horn players to shame. Lawrence Ketchum was the first to play the sousaphone and the drums simultaneously. He also arranges and produces the music for Doreen's Jazz, as well as many master classes for musicians. He has performed with Pete Fontaine, Trombone Shorty, Al Hurt, John Thaddeus, Teddy Riley, Danny Barker, and countless others. Doreen and Lawrence met at Loyola University. Together, the couple began performing on the streets of New Orleans. From there, these two outstanding musicians went on to entertaining crowds via street shows, jazz festivals, and sales of their music and video on the internet. Their traditional American jazz music has been shared around the world. They have performed with programs that have been sponsored by Jazz at Lincoln Center and the U.S. Department of State. Most recently, they have appeared on the Jimmy Kimmel Show, bringing their outstanding jazz music to a national and international audience. I first became acquainted with them during a visit to New Orleans in 2017. When I ran into them again on a return trip, I was floored with their musicianship and just knew that they should come to Five Towns College. This past January, CBS Sunday Morning broadcast a salute to the musicians that were responsible for preserving jazz during the pandemic, and prolific news anchor Ted Koppel featured them on that show. So here is a clip that I'd like to share with you. Let's sit for a moment while they do the clip.
2+ years into this time of COVID, Ted Koppel is taking us to the streets of New Orleans for a refresher course on the healing power of jazz.
There are two words you don't normally associate with the streets of New Orleans: quiet and empty. It's not that the music ever stopped in the Big Easy, but with the ebb and flow of the pandemic, there have been times when the music was hard to share. Among the musicians hit hardest by the pandemic are the ones who usually work on the street. Like millions of other Americans, Doreen Ketchums on clarinet, husband Lawrence on the tuba, and daughter Dorian on drums worked from home. As many of us have learned, Zoom is helpful, but it's kind of flat. And when you can't see your audience at all, the chemistry is gone.
I can't stand this live stuff. I'm gonna tell you now.
For Doreen and her family,
Doreen, could you start the song, please? Do low.
The spark is on the street. You'd have seen the difference immediately on an unseasonably warm and sunny December morning at the corner of Royal Street and St. Peter. That intersection, as Ben Jaffe told me, is recognized throughout the community as belonging to Doreen.
You don't touch Doreen's corner.
You don't mess with it.
That corner is the Times Square of the French Quarter. She is world famous.
She is, after all, a classically trained musician. Doreen has played with the Louisiana Philharmonic Orchestra.
I'll say Doreen has played for dignitaries and presidents and all over the world, but she'd rather be right here on the street. I'm like, no. Okay.
On the street or playing with the symphony orchestra, good times, bad times, New Orleans musicians have been schooled and raised in a unique culture. Like so many of us in lockdown, Doreen Ketchens and her family were feeling the strain.
I was going crazy not being able to play. And I tell people, even if we were out here and nobody was listening, it would still be a blessing.
But if you ask Doreen where she dreams of playing, well...
Kennedy Center, Carnegie Hall, Albert Hall.
Albert Hall?
Yeah, and then I can wear something shiny.
How about Milan? You want to go to Milan?
Oh, yeah, I've never been to Italy.
Doreen would knock it out of the park because she is one of the world's great clarinetists. But what has the tourists gasping, what can get close to 1 million views when videos are posted online, are Doreen's long notes. So you can just hold your breath for or expel for a very long time.
Yeah, but I mean, there are tricks too. I mean, sometimes if I can hold the note just long enough, they'll just be loud enough for me to just take a breath really quickly.
And keep that note going.
That's right, that's right.
We're working our way towards losing 1 million Americans. That kind of an event has to have an impact. What do you think is going to happen to our music? Will anything memorialize these times, do you think?
Well, in New Orleans, it's always a second line. You know, the first line is to honor that person, for the bereaved family to express their grief at the loss of their loved one. And once the last family car passes the trumpet player, he gives off a call, something like this. And then the crowd goes, hey! And that hey is supposed to symbolize that the time for bereavement is over. It's time to rejoice because that person has gone on to a better place. And they would release doves, and those doves would symbolize the spirit, the soul of that person rising into the heavens. Doves are not easy to come by. People still had handkerchiefs, so that's what it is. You know, you wave the handkerchief in the air.
Time for a lot of handkerchiefs these days.
Amen.
After seeing them again on CBS Sunday Morning, I shared with Music Division Chair Dr. Stephen Bridey, and we agreed that Lawrence and Doreen Ketchens have both individually demonstrated the characteristics necessary to be awarded an honorary Doctor of Music, and we joined together to nominate them for this award. You can learn more about them on their website at Doreen'sJazzNewOrleans.org and in your program. For their musical talent and skills, for their endeavors in motivating future musicians, and for their work to preserve the unique American art form of jazz. Five Towns College, by the way, was the first college in New York State to offer a program in jazz. Five Towns College proudly bestows upon Doreen Ketchens and upon Lawrence Ketchens the honorary Doctor of Music degree. Doreen Ketchens, and Lawrence Ketchens. By the power vested in me by the Five Towns College Board of Trustees and the New York State Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you both the honorary Doctor of Music degrees with all the rights and privileges therein contained. And it is my privilege to be the first to address you as Dr. and Dr. Ketchens. I just want to acknowledge that the third member of their band, their daughter, is sitting in the audience. Could you just please stand and be acknowledged? Also, an outstanding percussionist in her own right. The microphone is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So I guess we'll say what we have to say together.
Just want to let you guys know that recognition is a wonderful thing. And it takes a while sometimes, but it's absolutely one of the best things in the world. And it doesn't come easy, you know, and it doesn't come in your time either. I mean, sometimes, I remember when I was much younger, I was like, hey, what about me? Hey, look at me, you know? But I didn't stop. I just tried harder to make people look at me and listen to me. And I listened to the greats so that I could understand how to try and be great too. You know, I look at the audience and I see so much hope and, you know, just being proud of yourself, which you should be, and energy. Don't lose it, because you're going to need it. You're going to call upon that thousands of times, because you might think, you know, your education is just ending, but it's really just beginning. And you're going to do it. You're going to do it in a big way. And you're going to absolutely, as proud as you are now, you're going to be even prouder later.
I'd like to thank the Board of Trustees. And David Cohen for bringing us here and giving us these doctorates. And I'd also like to thank all the other institutions of higher education that I've been to, because they all made this moment possible. They made me the tuba player that I am. So I have to start out with my gratitude for the Grambling State University Marching Band. They brought me to Japan when I was young. And after that, I went to the university, Loyola University in New Orleans. So I got to thank the Jesuits for what they gave me. After that, I went to Southern University in New Orleans because we wanted to graduate early. We went to a summer program there. Well, after that, I went to Xavier University in New Orleans, the Sisters of the Blessed Sacrament, where I had the best Philly steak sandwich I ever had in my life, might add. I'd like to thank my mother and my father, and her mother and her father.
Well, if we're thanking God, first of all, and, you know, thank you for your audience. I thank my husband because, you know, everybody says Doreen, Doreen, Doreen. And, you know, behind every good woman, there's an awesome man. Thank you, David Cohen, for the recognition. It's absolutely fabulous. And you guys, we're going to play because speaking is not my strong suit.
Congratulations. I'm happy to join you in the class of 2022.
You know, in that clip, we were talking about the jazz funeral and stuff like that, and we're gonna just play a short, Closer Walk with Thee, and then we're gonna celebrate with When the Saints Go Marching In, by request. And our signature is to not just play at the audience or to the audience, but to celebrate with the audience. So, if you don't mind, when we do that When the Saints Go Marching In, I would hope that we can do that When the Saints Go Marching In. Yes? Lawrence was on the operating table last week. Now he's carrying the heaviest tuba in the world. Here we go. Thank you, Robert. Just a closer walk with thee, talk with thee, will grow in Jesus, if you please. Till he walking close to thee, well close to thee. Oh, let it rain, please, dear Lord, let it rain. All right. Now it's time to celebrate again. When the Saints go marching in, all right? I'll say, oh, when the Saints. You say, oh, when the Saints. I say, go marching in. You sing, go marching in. And then we'll all sing, oh, when the Saints go marching in. And then instead of saying, oh, well, I want to be an number, you oh, Saints go marching in. You got it?
Yeah.
All right. You know, we're all musicians and artists and, you know, we're creators.
With the rug though.
Oh, when the Saints, oh, marching in, oh, when the Saints go marching in, oh, well, Saints go marching, a little louder, please. Oh, when the Saints, go marching in, oh, when the Saints go marching in, oh, well, Saints go marching.
Dr. Lawrence Ketchens on the sousaphone. Thank you, 5 Towns. Congratulations, class of 22, 22. All the best.
When they sit down, you'll know. Give it up one more time for Drs. Ketchum.
To deliver the farewell address, I don't know. Okay. To deliver the farewell address on behalf of the class of 2022, please welcome valedictorian Michelle Savori.
Well, hello. Good morning. Thank you so much, President Cohen, Provost Miller, all the new doctors, everybody, distinguished faculty, generous and patient family and friends, and my fellow graduates of the class of 2022. I'm honored and grateful to have been chosen as our class valedictorian. My path to a bachelor's degree has been a meandering one. Finally reaching this milestone, I feel accomplished and full of pride, as should we all. So many of us have huge dreams, but so many of us will fail. Why? It's because so many of us will give up. And so many of us will settle for less than we deserve. But it doesn't have to be that way. I'm going to tell you why. My message to you today is to never, ever give up.
Yeah.
I have never been great at goal setting. My big pie-in-the-sky dreams were always very vague. I want to travel the world. I want to sing on the world's biggest stages. But what did I do to get there? Not enough. Unfortunately, as we've all learned, having survived exams and final performances, research papers, reaching any goal requires a lot more mental elbow grease than any romanticized movie montage might suggest. They always make it look so very easy. The montages don't include the myriad obstacles, both the real impediments, such as time and money and the world at large, or the barriers we create in our own minds, the voices in our heads that tell us we can't, or we shouldn't, or we're not good enough. But look where we are right now. We did it! Let this success be the first of the innumerable steps we will be taking to make those big dreams come true. We can do it by putting our whole hearts into everything we do, being true to ourselves and persevering. We can do anything. The first step is knowing what you want. I have a confession to make. I have no idea what I want. But that's okay. Every decision I make puts me on a new path. Sometimes it's a tiny, tiny lane change, and it's barely noticeable. But with that tiny change, I will find something or maybe meet someone I would not have had I stayed where I was. The second step is exactly that, a step. A single step is progress. Start where you are now and take a step. Make a move. If you can muster the courage to show up, do the work, and graduate from college, then you can summon the energy and the bravery to move toward any goal. If you encounter an obstacle, change lanes. Merge back when you can, but don't ever give up. Never give up. If the movie montages teach us anything, it's to keep moving. The truth is, the clock keeps going, whether we move or we don't. You might as well take a step closer to what you want. If a lane change sends you into a dead end or a rough neighborhood or maybe a job you hate or an unfulfilling or unhealthy relationship, it's okay. It's just time for another lane change. There's nothing that cannot be accomplished if we keep moving forward. Don't let it be one and done. Never give up. Don't give up. What do you want? How will you get there? Close your eyes. Close your eyes with me right now. Now, do you see yourself surrounded by all of your hopes and dreams? Everything your heart desires? Good. So go there, drop a pin, make a map. You take one step at a time to get there. Never, ever, ever give up. You're worthy, you can, and you've got this. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to do this now, finally. Yes. Hang on. Hang on. So before we start, I'm just going to tell you that I'm happy to announce that each graduate, as they exit the stage, will be presented with an alumni pin to wear with pride. So I'm going to start. Mr. President and board members of the Board of Trustees, it's my privilege to present the college's class of 2022. And so the awarding of the earned degrees to this distinguished group begins with the granting of the Doctor of Musical Arts degree. To present the DMA candidate is Dr. Jill Miller-Thorne.
It is now my pleasure to ask President David Cohen to join me at the podium along with the doctoral candidate for the hooding ceremony. Jason?
You don't need to say.
That's not the one, but you do.
I'm in the wrong spot here. Put it on. You got it upside down? No? Okay. Okay. Jason, I'm going to get this wrong. Giacchetti. Giacchetti. Jason Giacchetti. Give him a round. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the virtue of the authority vested in them, the Board of Trustees of the college has conferred upon Jason Giacchetti the degree of Doctor of Musical Arts with all the rights and privileges, immunities, and honors therein belonging, and in testimony thereof, it grants this diploma bearing the seal of the college and signed by the appropriate college officials this day. Congratulations. Just go to the edge. Take a picture. And hold up for the girl. There you go.
Okay. Presenting the master's, bachelor's, and associate's degree candidates will be the Registrar Anna Nieves and Associate Registrar Eric Farahani. When you come up, please hand your name card to the registrar, and they'll announce you, so we can start.
I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the graduates, their families, and friends. The first row is standing up, and they're going to head to the podium.
You can make a line or not. It depends on how comfortable you are. Shaking hands.
Kyle Mukahi. Alessandra Holmes. Zakai Zhao. Emily Angelastro. Sebastian Montenegro Lopez. Kim Ramirez. Millie Twells. Marzin Audane. Joseph Gucciardo. Joseph Costello. Michael Gallo. Lindsay Martin. Juliet Keeley. Daniel Hassel. Andrew Colbreth. Joseph Miller. Brian Adams. Mauricio Perez. Max Keller. Nicole Monteleone. Leslie Cruz. Zach Walker. Joseph Matalone. Brandon Michael Meehan. Charlie Hines. Matt Nicolino. Michael Green. Zach Perea. Gianni Gambuza. Robbie Privet. Daniel Cruz. Angelina Felino. Madison Samara Dukaran. Donald Artis Hill. Alex Davis. Dylan Zimmer. Stephen William Tomlinson. Zachary Nankin. Andrew Cordoba. John Morris. Michael Torres. Pablo Marini. Hector Benavides Hernandez. Marvin Arias Vasquez. Jonathan Polanco. Michael Solomon. Kevin Yee. Orlando Fuentes Jr. Robert Delato. Andrew Dominic Aricchio. Alexander Gaza. Alex Aguadello. Ronnie Lambry. Anaya Handsome. Yehia Marzu. Michael Hennessy. Brett Idlekind. Nicholas Sigfrido Garastegui. Claudia Rose Cage. Rose Marie Jeanette Bemis. Alexandra Nicole Caruso. Keanu Kelly. Karina Arbaiza. Nicholas Morano. Ryan McNeil. Raymond Krasinski. Connor Green. Eric Blanco. Connor Thomas. Marcos Sanchez. Enoch Miles. Nigel Braithwaite Jr. Jada Roberts Duncan. Zachary Clark Cranel. Tierra Summers. Kennedy Daniels. Debrina Santarelli. Marino Castillo. Hunter Maula. Rosanna Melendez. Essence Marie Rayford. Jesse Williams. Ye Jung Cho. Emma Umansky. Alyssa Shapa Shine Kava. Leah Gaiman. Reginald Wu. Paige Bloom. Francis Del Vecchio. Ashley Waldron. Divine Stevens. Carly Thompson. Antoinette Asura. Brian Massetti. Alexa Pereira. Cristal Linus Pixton. Sean O'Halloran. Gavin Cruz. Ansley Vasquez. William Nannery. Jordan Kugler. Lauren Jacobson. Janelle George. Matthew Martino. Jessica Azemi. Michelle Savory.
Good job, Jay. Thank you.
Brianna Kochak. Matthew Omar Walsh. Peyton Brown. Shannon Elizabeth Tarkington. Nolan Maggio. Kiana Wilson. Sean Lanigan. Jay Morrow.
We're almost there. Okay. Will all the graduates please rise? Mr. President and members of the Board of Trustees, the faculty and administration of Five Towns College recommend to you that these members of the class of 2022 who have completed their degree requirements as of December 2021 and May 2022 be granted their degrees.
You gotta wait for the magic words. Wait a second, I think there are a few people who owe term papers. Wait a second. We know who you are. Upon the recommendation of the administration and faculty of the college, and by the power vested in me by the Five Towns College Board of Trustees and the New York State Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you the appropriate doctoral degrees, master's degrees, bachelor's degrees, or associate degrees, with all the rights and privileges therein contained. Congratulations.
Mr. President, members of the board, and distinguished guests, the 48th commencement exercises will conclude with the turning of the tassel ceremony and the singing of the alma mater to signify that the members of the class of 2022 are college graduates and are welcomed into the Five-Town College Alumni Association. Will the graduates please stand? Please now move your tassels on your mortarboards from the right to the left. Congratulations.
You missed. To perform the alma mater?
Oh, to perform the alma mater is the combined Five-Town College Choir under the direction of Dr. David Gomez. The music and lyrics can be found inside the back cover of your program. The choir will sing the first verse, accompanied by Dr. Kenneth Fries. Please join the choir for the second verse.
It's okay, you can stand in front of it.
The benediction to be delivered today by the class of 2022 graduate Nolan Maggio.
Hi. Today is a day for celebration, as we have all reached a turning point in all of our journeys. We give thanks to those around us for their assistance, mentorship, and support, and we pray that our friends and colleagues we have made along the way remain in our lives for years to come. But that is not always a guarantee, as there are not many guarantees in life. None of us were guaranteed to get to this point, but nevertheless, all of us did. We have all shown dedication and perseverance over these past 4 years, and that is something to be commended. Right now, I hope that all of you thrive on the journeys we still have ahead, as now is the time for hope. Not just hope, though, but faith as well. Faith in one another and faith for a better tomorrow, because we are the voices of tomorrow, especially in the times that we're living in now. We walk away from today with the knowledge that we have garnered over our lifetimes up to this point. So let's use that knowledge and skill to build a better tomorrow together. Thank you.
The recessional will be led by the platform party, followed by the graduating students. Please remain at your seats and allow the platform party and the graduates to leave the auditorium before you exit. And I'd like to invite everyone to a barbecue in the courtyard. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Yep. Follow.
Guys, wait.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
The 2022 graduation here at Five Towns College is about to commence, and this year's faculty is behind me as they are about to congratulate this year's seniors who are ready to start the next chapter of their lives. Here are some words from this year's graduates.
My name is Nolan Maggio. I'm receiving a BFA in Theater Arts, and this day is a culmination of the past 4 years and persevering through the pandemic and just my entire life's journey up to this point, and it feels like doors opening to tomorrow, so it's really exciting.
Hello, my name is Will Nannery. I'm graduating from Five Towns with a Bachelor in Music Education. And what I love most about Five Towns, I would say, is I feel like the quality of professors here is very high, and I feel like I got an excellent education from them.
Hi, what's going on? My name is Jordan Kugler. I'm graduating with a Bachelor's in Business Administration with a focus in music industry and entertainment studies.
And what does this day mean to you being here at graduation?
It's such a surreal experience, you know what I mean? I feel like I worked incredibly hard to get here, starting at a community college, coming over to Five Towns, now working in the music industry, you know, less than a few months out of school. It's a beautiful thing, and I think it's a really amazing achievement for everybody.
I'm Jessica Azemi. I'm graduating with business management and audio recording, and today means for me pushing past fears.
And what was your favorite class that you took here at Five Towns?
All my audio classes. Professor Machado and Professor Lee, both awesome audio professors. So I think probably AV Post, that's probably one of my favorite classes.
Hi, I'm Marino Castillo from Mass Comm, and these 4 years have been amazing. This school has really been a blessing, and I appreciate the school.
I'm Jada Roberts Duncan, graduating with my bachelor's in performance with a concentration in audio engineering.
And Jada, what was your favorite memory here at Five Towns College?
I would probably say the friends, making music with my friends and figuring out what I wanted to do in my life.
I'm David Krasner. I'm the chair of theater and at Five Towns College,
and I'm excited to be here and excited for everybody graduating. I just wish them all a wonderful future, and just know that we are here. You can always come back. This is for all graduates. Come back, say hello. Any way we can keep promoting your careers, whatever you're choosing to do. We love you all, and the best of luck and great success.
Hi, I'm Coach Anthony Alfaro from the women's basketball program. Just want to congratulate everybody today on this monumental day. Your life's about to begin. You're about to become powerful people. And I'd like to give a special thanks to my 3 young women who are graduating today. They know who they are, and I just want to tell them I'm very, very, very proud of them.
Congratulations to this year's graduates. Best of luck to your career and lives. I'm Jacob Beeler reporting.